Hey, good morning, everybody. I am opening up some cat wire. There we go. Get rid of the screen. Just a bunch of cat. Hey, Peter. Remember that good news? Well, forget that. We are sitting in the plane on tarmac waiting for weather in Frankfurt to clear up for 3 hours. Oh, fuck me, Peter. I'm sorry, ma'am. So you're still not home. Peter, when were you supposed to be home, and when does it look like you're going to get back home? And by home, I don't mean Japan, obviously. I'm sorry to say. Trying to get into the better habit of putting stuff away when I am done with it. Back to the cat wire. Sorry, Peter, I'm not sure if you heard me, but I asked if what time were you expected to be home? Here we go. I'm supposed to land in Denmark in 1 hour, but won't even have made it to Frankfurt by then. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, boy. I'm so sorry, Peter. Yeah, that's like the proverbial, I just got kicked in the nuts and then somebody punched me in the face. I'm so sorry. Right. Let's move this out of the way for a second. I'm going to take a little bit of time. I think we're going to do a little bit of breadboard work this morning. Let's get all this wiring out of here. I'm not sure I'm going to be using any of these little doodads. I doubt it. So this is what I was working on last night while watching TV. I've got inputs, 2 5-volt inputs, adjuster knob, which I'm going to solder this morning. This is for the motorization. It's wonky, but it works. Red. And on and off switch. Peter, if I may ask another question for you, excuse me. I know that obviously there's a lot of unknownness. Hey, Joe, good morning. a lot of unknownness of your what's going to happen up in Japan with your wife. How far is your wife, where you folks live in Japan, from, say, Tokyo? I may have asked this before, and I apologize, if I've forgotten. All right, so let's get some of this thing cut and opened. I'm using cat wire because I believe this is the correct 2-hour flight. What about train? I guess that'll do. Oh, yeah. What's going on, Joe? Glad that package arrived safely yesterday. Very happy about that. I get nervous about shit arriving now. I mean, people don't arrive safely, i.e. Peter. He's still traveling. Hey, Edwin, good evening. How are you? So June, we start the group project. Oh, gosh, no. No, God, no. 8 hours. Oh, okay. Okay. My plan remains to... Edwin, good evening. How are you this evening, my friend? Plan remains for me and possibly my older daughter to head to Japan in 2029. And if you are there, I would love an opportunity to meet you. It is a greater chance that I'll meet you in Japan than it is that I'll be meeting you in Denmark. First time I got to use the package key for the mail. Nice. I love it, Joe. All right, this is going to be too short, but I just want to see if this will even work. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Great. All right, so now let me see how much shorter do I? How much shorter am I? All right, I got to get to. Much of today spent on sleeping. The initial plan was to watch the Hathaway Part 2, but Monday tickets will be cheaper. Oh, gosh, yeah. Heck yeah. That sounds like me. Go when it's cheap. So will be completed by then. So I'm assuming that will be that'll be like a fast train. Cool. I would love to actually visit Hokkaido. I hear it is a remarkably beautiful part of the country. We shall see. I know I've got places I definitely want to visit. But I'll be I'm still a few years out at this point, and hoping the financial picture will be such that we can do it. Started the bread tie kit. Was no instructions, but I think I got the idea for that kit. What's the bread tie kit, Joe? Just kidding. That will mean bullet train from Tokyo to Sapporo. Okay, bullet train. Yeah, nice. tabs in a little bit. Ow. Fucker. All right. Soda. We're going to throw most of this away. Do some cleanup here. Friends. Joking about the bread I just sent. Oh yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, and I forgot to send those to Nick. I'm gonna have to send him a separate package. I will be sending out to everyone the PatCon 2025 sticker. And if anybody's not received, like I don't think Peter ever got the my slap. I'll get one of those out to him at some point. I just need to get Peter. I need to get your address. Well, let's talk about. Oh, by the way, it's Kirk, Kirk, as in James T. Jesus, the man had notes. Yeah, Joe, that's for one model. One model. Granted, it was a Spitfire, but still. Edwin, I'm kind of excited to hear what your thoughts are of the Hathaway film. I still call it Hathaway's Flash, but I guess it's officially changed names because God forbid we actually call it Hathaway's Flash. The problem there was, but okay. Oh, yeah, let's get things prepped. It's the history of the Spitfire. Whee! 1.5 hour delay announced. Yay! Woo! Fuck. Well, maybe by tomorrow, Peter, we'll actually, you'll be home and we'll be able to converse that way. But if not, maybe you'll still be traveling. Yeah. Joking, not joking. I don't remember where I put the soldering iron. Power supply in there. Don't know. A couple power supplies. Okay. And I cannot be totally losing my mind here. Yeah, before watching, at least we will have a complete series. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Nigel. Good morning. Good evening. How are you? Okay. Pardon me as I lose my effing mind. I fucking hate cleaning up. Okay. It can't be in any drawer but this one. And it is not. No, I'm trying to keep all the electronics out of those sets of drawers. There should be none in this set of drawers. No reason why I would be back here. Where the fuck did I put it? It's not there. I'm not. That's why I hate cleaning up. It's in this drawer here. I don't know why I put it in this drawer, but I put it in this drawer. Fine. That was wild. Felt warm, but it's not. All right. Soldering iron. Bro, every time I clean my bench, I can never. Oh, yeah. I just did a pretty significant cleaning and it actually helped. But then there's things that you put away. It's like, I'll put it here. And it's not in a place like, if I look at the drawers here, I kind of got a general assembly. I got drawers here, drawers behind me. Those are like the two core ones that I go to. And then I got storage bins back over on that side. And then I've got a desk. My paint booth is literally right behind. I'm pointing at my monitor, my laptop. On the back of it is where my paint booth is. And I've got a desk underneath it. And I got stuff stored there. All right. Let's see. I think the stand in here too. All right, so what did I do with the fucking stand right there? Okay. So we can do this without lighting anything on fire. How's that sound? I got a lot for you. Apparently, I was supposed to send you a box last year. Yeah, Joe, don't worry about it. I appreciate it. There we go. Heat it up. I think I just saw Ray pop in. Ray, what's going on, man? Quick question. What should I watch today? Johnny Mnemonic or Waterworld? Ooh. Wow, those are tough ones. Waterworld had some really interesting photography because of all the water shit that was going on, but not a good film. If you were going to say the Postman, I would say that one would probably be a better choice between that and Waterworld, but no. Johnny Mnemonic, I would agree, because I don't know. Maybe it's because I forgot so much of it. Hey, Austin, good morning. What's going on, brother? I forgot so much of that film. All right. Let's get some soldering done. So I just want to make sure I get this right. That I'm going to do the middle lead, and the middle lead goes there. Perfect. You got so many good choices. Tony, good morning, brother. What's going on? Am I looking at terrible movies? Terrible movies. Oh, gosh. Watch The Never Ending Story. I thought that was your personal story there, Peter. Making sure I got everybody. Austin and Tony, Johnny. Waterworld sucked. Yeah, Waterworld sucked. Yeah. It really was a... Man. The hubris of some of the stuff that he's done. Come on. There we go. It was, but it was better. First of all, it had Olivia Williams in it, who I've always appreciated. Just finished painting the lighter blue on the Gustav Karl. Nice. How you liking it so far? The assembly seemed to be something that you were pretty jazzed up about. Sucker Punch is the best movie in the last 10 to 15 years. Sucker Punch. Best film. I gotta tell you, that's one of those films that really grows on you. I can see where there's a lot of stuff about it that's wrong, but I've always appreciated that film. Damn, I autocorrect. Well, as soon as I get something beside the guns built, I'll let you know. Okay, fine. Sounds good, Tony. All right. I would prefer actually solder inside here, but that's not going to happen. I got to solder to these tabs, which sucks. Let's get my, where the fuck are they? They must be over here. Yes, they are. Look at that. It's like I remember where I put shit. I humbly disagree. I would probably disagree with that assessment as well. Okay. I'm going to shrink this back a little bit. Now we're going to strip some wire off. There we go. This graphic novel turned into a movie. Sucker Punch really nailed the source material. Good. That sounded like somebody from Line. Let me take a guess. It's either Peter or it's Tony. By the way, I do want to say to people who are online, who have been sending stuff to me online, I appreciate it. Oh, wow. That's a lot of stuff. I like your paint booth, by the way, Tony. Nice. Yeah, I saw the blue. That's a lot of parts. That's a lot of blue parts. Good as another discussion. We'll watch it later again. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I like that film a lot. Okay. But definitely underrated and in the top 5. I would probably disagree with that as well. But then again, this is the nice thing about movies. It's also personal. Is Richie here? Richie, good morning. Just random fan service scenes and excessive slow motion hanging itself. Oh, the fan service stuff is a little bit much. That's where I think it got a little out of hand. There was some really good stuff about it. And I'd have to rewatch it to kind of get in. Look, I've watched a lot of stuff again, and it's like, ooh, didn't hit nearly as hard. Sometimes it's actually like, ooh, it's better than I remember. Thank you, IoT. Probably my most expensive tool. Oh, yeah? IoT was probably my most expensive tool. I'm online, but I stopped sending you stuff. You don't even get pictures of barf. I know. I do check things. This might take me a week. All right, let's get something going here. Let's get these glasses off first because these are useless. Let's get these on. It was probably my most expensive tool. Nice. It's a good one. Ronin Giant with a Gatling gun. I know. See, that's the stuff I'm getting at. It's so cool. Look, it's a fucked up film. And again, if you, I'm sure that if you talk to some people about it, it's like, it's a really bad film. I'm trying to figure out if it's as anti-feminist as it sometimes has credibility to be. But at the same time, it is good. Okay, let's see if I can get this thing. Okay, I'm creating a loop. I think I'm creating a loop. So I can more easily solder this on. What I really would like to do is get my fat fucking fingers out of the way. There we go. Do it this way. There we go. Bend it up. I got to bend this one out of the way. Sorry, guys. I'm starting with the middle one because that's the toughest one. By the way, Love that shirt, George. Oh, God, dude. This was a gift from my wife. Nailed it. I love the World War I battle scene. Dude, there was a lot of great stuff about that. Airbrush handle arrived yesterday. Nice. How easy was it to swap out, Tony? B-25 versus Orcs. Yeah, if the Lord of the Rings was missing anything, it was a B-25 Mitchell. Oh, yeah, somebody had some really good, cool scenes that did a good movie. It just made for cool clips on YouTube. I'm not, again, yes, there was a lot of interesting stuff. I'd like to watch it again to get more of the subtext on it, because I think that's where the film really got problematic. I like the evolution of the film as the character designs, each character's personality kind of came through. I liked a lot of that. Let's keep in mind, guys, that a lot of that is a woman inside the there's some bad shit happening to women in that prison. All right, before we continue, real quickly. So what is George working on? I got the base of this thing done last night. I was up wicked fucking late watching a movie with my daughter, and I got this all done. On-off switch, power input. This is going to be, this side here will be for the LEDs. This power input, adjuster knob, and a switch, and that will be for the motorization. And pretty straightforward. Yeah, Richie, how is KaijuCon? This coming up. Can't have that. Let's see. Totally agree on OTR. Yeah. That Kaiju Brooklyn was great yesterday. Enough on the card. Plus went on Bandai Crossfire. More bad decisions. More bad decisions. All right, let's slide this wire back on. I do want to get this thing more tightly on here. There we go. Okay. All right, now let's hit it with solder. Oh, I know what else I need to do. Getting into the habit. I'm getting into better habits. Why 2 separate power inputs? Because trying to balance dual motors and 5 LEDs was hard, and I didn't want to do the math on how to figure that out, because mathing ain't my thing when it comes to model work. But the good thing is I'm going to be testing out. I'm going to have 2 separate power supplies. Careful, George. But I also have one of these USB chargers, which has 2 outputs. So when it comes to portability, I don't think it's going to be an issue with charging this thing. We're going to do some testing. Spent on plastic. Oh, yeah. Richie, I made an extensive purchase yesterday, too. I did finally place, after 2 years, I placed an order on what they call it. Hobby Search. All right, got that ready to go. Okay, let's hit this thing. So, Austin, to your point, rightfully so. If I knew how to do this right, I would have done this better. I would have probably just wired in 1 power supply. But just trying to math out everything with resistors and everything, it's a lot easier to keep them separate. Besides, the breadboard has the ability to keep the 2 sides separate, so less issues of fewer issues, I guess. I'm making all this shit up. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's electronics work. Okay, there we go. Come on. There we go. Pretty blobby, but it'll do. Man, it's all made yeah, exactly. Well, there is some, whether we apply a human relation to mathematics, like a number one and a number two, there is math. There is something that applies to the physical world. The 332nd scale, border models, damn Buster Lancaster on Oh, really? Dude, I saw one of those. One of our members at our IPMS chapter brought one of those things in. Holy shit, that thing is not small. Let's see if I can get this, or if I have to go to a larger. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Okay. Just going to leave that like that. We'll shrink that later. Next one. Yeah, I'll make the connections later. Let's see if I can get this done in the next 20 minutes. I'd really like that. I've not updated you on my cat. Oh, no, you have not, Edwin. What's going on, man? The old cat's who is apparently an asshole because after I took him in 3 weeks, home, so thought the need for me to open up the fence. What's up with that? Independent little bastard. What's up with that? Nice. Peter, good to know you're not too far behind me. You bastard. I met one of my favorite childhood voice actors, Wayne Grayson. That name sounds familiar. Who voiced Joey Wheeler in Yu-Gi-Oh! He signed a few things. Nice. That's cool. So how big was the show, Richie? Cat issues. I recently put a cat flap in my front door. My cat still meows and scratches the door to get inside. Dude, here's your door. Yeah. Some cats are the smartest things ever, and some are less so. Nigel, how many cats do you have? Just one? We're a cat household as well, by the way. We have 3. We had 4 until earlier this year when our oldest cat died. She weren't young and she were definitely sick, unfortunately. I need to figure out what shops to hit in NYC in a few weeks. Going to see Rocky Horror and want to see the Illusion Museum too. That's cool, Ray. Ray, is this a stage show? Or is it the movie? I see Rocky Horror. That could be show or picture show. Curious. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Just one bro. She hates all others 2- and 4-legged critters. Wow. Wow. Number 4 just showed up outside by winter. I feel like it will make into the house. Ooh, really? It's one huge room, 3 rows. One huge room, 3 rows, a lot of walking space, well organized. And they had an art gallery, etc. It was a good time. I'm going again next year. Nice. Maybe I'll go next year if I can. Is Ken here? I don't think Ken's on today yet. Certainly be a fun way to spend a day. I mean, if you're going to spend a day in New York, that's the way to spend it. All right, so this one, I'm trying to remember if dyslexia. That one goes to this one. Okay, fine. We'll do this side now. Come on. For fuck's sake. There we go. All right, leave it like that for a second. All right, let's see. Yeah, I paid $75 for a VIP ticket. That sounds like too much. But then again, I guess it is New York. Stage performance on Broadway. Maybe I'll try and find digs while I'm down there. Nice. I went to original NZ Rocky Horror Show in early 90s. All original cast. Really? Oh, dude, that must have been awesome. Closest I got to Tim Curry on stage was the original cast of Spamalot. I forgot that he was on that. Any of you been to see Jimmy Carr on tour? May I ask who Jimmy Carr is? I think you probably at least got the answer from me. Okay, we're going to lean it up against this one. There we go. Okay. We're ready. Hit it. Get a certified diva. One of my cats is smart enough to open the back door and let her husband hit it out. Damn. Gotta tell you. And we keep saying that cats need opposable thumbs. No, they don't. I'd love to see Jimmy Carr. And no, you may not, George. Oh. Jimmy Carr, on several occasions, he is just the fastest wit on the dirtiest mind. Dirtiest mind. Oops, careful. Fuck. Yeah, okay. Once more into the breach. Sorry, guys. Give me a moment. I want to get this thing soldered on before I do anything else. Got it. All right, let's see. Jimmy Carr is a British comedian, George. He is pretty funny. Okay. I may have seen, and maybe my wife might know him. She watches a lot more comedy than I do. Okay, everyone, start sending him clips now. Yeah, exactly. Hit me. The only reason house cat are their size. Yeah. Guess what act he rebranded to Struggle Snuggle? Google Cravendale Milk TV ad from England features cats with opposable thumbs. Wow. And they will be taking over the world. Okay. Let's get time check. Should be able to get this last one done. So let's do 2 of these. Okay. He is fucking funny. Hey, Mike, good morning. What's going on, brother? Hope you're having a fantastic day, Mike. Fantastic. Yeah. All right. Last of the wires that we need. And they do a Cats with Thumbs episode and Love, Death, and Robots. Time check. 1 o'clock for me. Ooh. Oh, my God. Yeah. Nigel, what are you, 14 hours ahead of us? Because it's just shy of 7 a.m. here. Wow. 7? That can't be. It's got to be more than that. Oof. Hey, Mike, what's going on, brother? Everybody saying hello to Mike. I love it. All right, last piece. Just cut a bunch of more cap. And I'm going to leave this strand out because I'm going to see if I can wire up the engines as well. I might need a longer piece, but we'll see. Travel day. Heading to my son's house to help him get a mower running so he can have a second mower to the fleet. That's right. He's doing landscaping, isn't he? 2,300 here. Oh, okay. 2,300. Yep. 14, 2,300. It's almost 2,300. Yeah. So you're 14 hours ahead. I was right. Goddamn. But yeah, had planned on traveling, but seems to be more stationary. Sorry, Peter. Yeah, Peter's stuck in flight, shall we say. And this one should be going to the farthest point, if memory serves. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, got him. I'm going to overall do a... Turn this one back significantly, though. I'm going to do a shrink wrap over all of these as well to bring them closer to that area. Right now, part-time, he still works for the fence company, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And he works for himself Thursday, Friday, solely building his client base. Nice. Mike, question. Is he doing part-time for himself by his choice or by company's choice? By the way, I haven't seen Nick. Is Nick on today? I haven't seen him yet. I don't think I saw him. Trying to see how hungover he is. I do a bit of landscaping. Just finished building a stone retaining wall. Mike has photos of it. Does he really? Got it. Okay. That I gotta tell you, that's the kind, like an actual retaining wall. That's work. Only ray of sunshine is that it allows me to watch the stream. I appreciate you being so kind for a change, Peter. His choice, the fence company, would keep him full time if they had their way. Good to know. At some point, I'm going to need a landscaper. I was actually, we have interviewed a construction company, and they gave us a price. I'm not happy with it, but it didn't surprise me either. So we're going to be likely doing some work later this year with siding, windows, and doors. I think the deck is getting, my wife's like, let's put the deck on hold for a while. We're going to probably do a patio instead anyway. But but I was looking outside at the trees we have. Just need to get trimmed back. I want to get rid of these. I forget what those triangular evergreens are that people put in their front yards around their doors. I hate those things. Ours have just become like, it's completely unruly. There's a stone in 1 cubic meter of concrete. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I got to tell you, more power to you. Hey, also a ray of sunshine. Let's see. There's a couple of Auburn accounts. Nice. I already offered to come over and grab your deck. You want to grab my deck? You want the boards? So that might happen this summer, Mike. The deck, I'm sorry, Ray, that might happen this summer. I might take that deck apart anyway, whatever we do with it. Conifers, yeah, they're just, I hate those things. Arbor Vita, yeah. You mean the apartment size Christmas trees, George? Yeah, I hate those things. God, those things, I can't. They're nice when they're small, but these things have become overgrown. So we were talking to a tree guy a few years ago and just asked him, hey, anything we can do to trim these back? No. So they just grow wild until you rip them out. Basically, he's like, yeah, I hate these things. All right. I get it. And we could have done it. It's like, should we remove these things? I looked over to my wife. She goes, no, I like them. I'm like, shit. Yeah. Okay. Bend that up a little bit. Come on. You are not playing this fucking game with me. Sorry, guys. Give me a moment. Let's get this thing wrapped. Okay. Whew. No, it is not. My live chat is not on. Let's switch over to live chat. Sorry about that, guys. I could make a few calls. I'm feeling pretty happy with the company that we interviewed, Mike. I appreciate it, though. I got to tell you, my wife and I were talking about this. You drive through any city. We got a fairly sizable city not far from us. You drive through there and you see construction vehicles labeled labeling from all sorts of companies. You reach out to these companies and none of them get back to you. It's like you're advertising, but you're not available. If only you live around here, I'd do that, all that, George. Yeah, thank you, Joe. I appreciate the sentiment. Aging on stream makes me feel less bad about being stuck in this metal can. Nice. Oh boy, I did miss a lot of stuff, guys. I'm sorry. Yep. My parents have one, and it has been nothing but a pain in the ass. The stupid roots grew into the drain pot. Oh God! From the house. Street caused a lot of damage. Yeah, and that's damage you have to repair. Oh, that sucks. I think I'm moving to the U.S. before I get to 60. Any suggestions on where to live? Depending on where your politics lie, north or south. If you like great weather, except in the summers, go down south. If you like beautiful weather in the summers and can deal with the cold, come up north. Well, it's also like the bushes in front of our house. Guess what? They're gone. Yeah, see, I like that, Mike. Yeah. Nigel, depends on what kind of weather you like. Yeah, a bit of both would be nice. We're a mile here weather-wise. A bit of snow would be nice. Yeah, then you could possibly look at, say, some places like Maryland, New Jersey. If you come further, I mean, first of all, I will always say New England is great. Rhode Island, Massachusetts. If you want to get really into cold climes, Maine and New Hampshire, Vermont. But Massachusetts, especially around the southern coast, pretty decent all around. All right, let's get this this last one soldered on. Well, so all I have to do is just answer the phone. Holy shit, boys, money out there. Exactly. Yeah. Not new. What's not new, Mike? Sorry. If you want all 4 seasons, come to Michigan. Yeah. Ohio's okay. We got hot and mid-range weather and also snow. Yeah. Also, the cost of living in Ohio is not too high. Yeah, that's the other thing, Nigel. Very good point. You come to the coasts, and it gets much more expensive. You go inland, and it's less expensive. I can't not be around a coast. Scheisse. Scheisse, scheisse, scheisse. Scheisse, scheisse, scheisse. Turn that thing off. I think we're all set. Should be able to test the motors. I was thinking Texas, but they don't like pot smokers. Nope, they don't. Like, really don't like pot smokers. Don't move to New York. Hey, Ken, good morning. Decriminalize can this is not legal. Yeah. Don't move to New York. Hey, Mike, it's not that bad. You just gotta be on your guard. It's normal. Yeah, I think it's because he lives in upstate New York, Richie, which is a completely different land than around the city. First lady is the sea. I love the sea. I have to have the ocean nearby. Personally, we're going to move out of Ohio. We'll look at North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. Yeah. Georgia, I would definitely consider. Atlanta, sure. The Atlanta area would be cool. But again, also really expensive. Probably spend 6 months popping different places at first. Yeah. Weed is legal in Ohio, at least. Yep. Just kills me. Fucking kills me. I mean, I don't smoke. I don't give it. I'm not a cannabis guy. I don't care for it. Never have. But I'm, I think the days of trying to keep it illegal it's dumb. Just move on. Move on. I may need to go to a larger one. It's because of the fuck you. Fine. Just drop it right in like that. Enjoy. All right. Let's get the heat gun on this. Hey, Tom. Good morning. Weed is legal in Ohio. Ever saying hello. I loved all 3 of those states, but I only live in the Carolinas. Yeah. I think given some of the, South Carolina wants to pass, and I'm not, again, I know it's politics, but at the same time, it's like, this is like the view they have towards women. The Carolina wants to pass, like, if you even do like anything that prevents like or touches like an ovary or an egg, it's like you could be prosecuted criminally. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, I can't live in a state like that, especially, I'm married to a woman. I got 2 daughters. I mean, it's like, I just can't believe that shit. Spent 50 years in Mass, then moved to New York. Not the same people. Mr. Wine is fairly good sign. Oh, Washington State is another. Yeah. If you're talking about the West Coast, Oregon, Washington, absolutely. Those would be good choices as well. From everything I've heard, I've never experienced them. Like any place I can find huge tracts of land. I have quite bad PTSD, so pot is very beneficial to me. Yep, then definitely find a state that has it. It makes total sense. Why not New York? I'm popping into the middle of the convo. Yeah, because New York sucks. I mean, I had no choice to live in Carolina because the Marine Corps. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tony, you're stuck there. New Hampshire. Done. Okay. Find a state that has no income tax. Yeah, but Tom, you pay a lot in property tax. I got friends who lived up there. I grew up there. You don't pay income and you don't pay a sales tax, but you get whacked on the property side of things. Came back to Ohio because of family. Yeah. You have 7 to choose from. Like I said, it's good there. And he has some good fun days at the range. Yeah, there you go. I love the city, but it fucks me on my paycheck every week. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah. And it's New York. As the Beastie Boys once said, nice place to visit, but a better place to rob. All right, let's get one piece over the whole lot. What do we think? Green, maybe? I'd rather do black if I can do black. Black should fit. Oh, in fact, I should be able to use some of that longer stuff instead. Fuck. It's going on a lot longer than I'd hoped. I guess that'll do. Yeah, it'll do, pig. It'll do. Yeah, right there. Hey, we were talking about all sorts of places, so probably cheaper than paying the income tax. I don't know about that, Tom. It depends. Keeping in mind also taxes. I'm gonna still say this: taxes pay for services. You want services, you pay taxes. Let's see. Well, I am 51 currently, so I have a few years to choose somewhere to go. Nigel, do you have the opportunity to even live in the United States? I'm kind of curious. Michigan is nice to live in. A college town, lots of yeah, exactly. I've heard it's a beautiful spot too. Wyoming is the best place to retire to. Why? To the point of buying a U-Haul and converting it into an apartment to live off grid, dude. Dude, build a tiny house. You can do that. My older daughter was totally into that a few years back. Okay. There we go. And then we'll be able to just kind of get perfect. Let's just get this thing done. Should be able to test the motors after this. If everything is done right, and that doesn't happen often, this should be able to now work. Oh, you know what I forgot to fucking do? Damn it. You know, it probably would have been smart if I labeled these wires. Oh, well. The good thing is that one is the disparate one. Fuck, or is it? Oh, shit. Which one is which? Sorry, guys. Give me a second here. So, okay, that's fine. That's the important one right there. Middle. Come on. You have to go in. 1. Two. And let's get this middle one in. 3. All right. Theoretically, this is ready to go. Pathways are all done. Let's give it a try. If it works, excellent. If it doesn't, fuck. Let me grab. Oh, I got the power supply right here. What happened to my little pigtail? I had a short pigtail here, so I didn't have to. Let's see if this will actually even go in. This may not work. Okay, easy enough. What am I stuck on? All right. Let's see. Still lower than New York. Let's see what we got here. Love Michigan. Joe, the state is very beautiful. And then you have Detroit. I'd love to visit Detroit. I like semi-rural so I can set up my furniture business. Massachusetts, you got a lot of that. Again, a lot of places where, you're kind of in the, just find some of that rural stuff, which is still pretty close to a city. That's the one thing about the Northeast and some of the metropolitan areas. It's like up here, there's so much, we're so condensed that you've got, I got one of the largest cities in the country with Boston 40 miles away, but I could go 5 miles north of here and you're in the boonies. Been for a couple of years, just moving through, not bad. Just want to have people coming through. New Hampshire property tax is still a lot lower. I've been studying on camper van conversions for the past 2 years. I'm certified unprofessional. Nice. Richie, are you seriously thinking about it? I don't think that's a bad thing. I've done research into requirements for green cards. Maybe compared to Mass, it's high, but it's offset by income tax, I believe. My aunt and uncle have lived in Michigan for many years, and I am also Florida. Their main house is in Michigan, and I have a lot of friends that live in different parts of Michigan. Yeah. I'm financially stable, looking into bring my furniture business with me, so we'll need to employ at least one person. There you go. Huh. I'm talking about New York versus New Hampshire property tax. Where I live is $15,000. New Hampshire is estimated $9,000. Yeah. Well, welcome to New York, as Taylor Swift once sang. If I can get into the U.S., I will go to England since I have already lived there and have. I can't. Okay, go to England instead. Yeah, green card is gonna be insanely stupid if the current administration carries through with their plan. Some requirements are stupid as fuck. Yeah. All right, let's try this out, guys. I would say we were in business. The only thing I have to do, reverse the polarity of the neutron flow. You've got to be fucking kidding me, my friend. Get the fuck away. One, two. Three. Try that again. I just want to get this reversing the. Let's see. Most of New England is a metropolis. You're never far from anything. Yep. It's only parts of the South or Michigan or Midwest where it takes hours to do it. Exactly. If the current minister goes, you need to leave the country to apply for a green card. Yes. Unless you're white, Tom. Okay. There we go. In fact, that's it. Nice. You did it. Yeah. At the base for the rescue. Yes. Yes, it is. Disconnect it. I'm going to tin a few wires here. I think I'm not going to get to the backpack today, but that's all right. Let's get this thing plugged in again. Let's see. That one's going to discourage a lot of people. We'll make the job unattractive. That sounds way less scary now. Those motors might stand a chance. Yeah, I've actually also run them in parallel rather than series, which I'm happy with. It's fine. I'm going to have to then, once this thing gets all done, I'm going to secure the wire leads. I'm going to keep the breadboard in place. I'm not soldering anything on the board. Let's see. Is that going to be the base for the rescue? Yes. Nice. You did it. Thank you, Tony. I have to head out. Sort of take care of Dad and see you all tomorrow. All right. Enjoy your day, Tony. Tony, quick question before you go. When's your the party? Was that yesterday or is it today? So the motor's going to do. They're going to drive these propellers. And again, just want to say thank you to Nigel for the recommendation. By the way, I know you can't see shit, but that yellow blob in the middle of that propeller is putty. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually work on that today. Let's get this thing done first. Let's tin these things a little bit. On my next step for lighting my epoxy furniture. Oh, gosh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. So do you do epoxy, like wood and epoxy type of stuff, Nigel? That's awesome. I was talking to a friend of mine a while ago because I'm going to be doing a resin pour on this. And he was, I remember a couple of years ago seeing somebody had done like this natural piece of wood that had this carved inlay and they did a pour over it. Yes, nice. And in it, they made it the trench, and you had a couple of TIE fighters chasing after X-Wing. I think the Millennium Falcon might have been in there too. And there were explosions and lasers. I'm like, how the fuck did they do that? It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. So it's not for a custom vibrator. Ray, if you'd like it to be, it could be. Tony. Tony. All right, brother. I look forward to hearing the story later. Live edge epoxy river tables. Oh my God, you do those. Yeah, those are awesome. I love those designs. It's a very beautiful thing. If I had an aesthetic in the house, and maybe someday I'll have an aesthetic in the house, I would love something like that. Even if not lit, just to have that finish so nicely. Okay. Let's do this. We're going to tin this thing. Let's make sure it's all wound up correctly. There we go. Mr. Wine said he would like me to make a table for him. Did he really? Keep calling him Mr. Wine. He's Mike. He's Michael Vino. Mike. Mr. Wine. Crypt Keeper is an aesthetic. I guess it could be. I'll make helping you remove the deck much more enjoyable. Jeez, man. All right, let's get this wire put into place now. I don't have to worry about the leads coming undone. Bing. Oh, yeah, much better. This one here, I might have to cut back on some of the strands. Just a little too thick. Yeah, fact. 1 second, guys. There we go. That should be plenty. I think coffee tables and nightstands. Nice. Finish a Dendrobium and you have something. That'll get done someday. Someday. I want to get this thing done. I gotta tell you, if I'm putting in late hours on this thing, it's because I'm really enjoying the fuck out of this thing. Let's see, but I think G has an aesthetic and an aesthetic, then an aesthetic. Nice. I have an aesthetic. I just can't execute to it sometimes. Can't afford it. So why? Because there's another mic in the fair enough. We all know your aesthetic is blue carpeting, gold curtain rods, pillars, and statues. Oppa! Yeah. Yeah, our house looks just like the one at in my big fat Greek wedding. Not. Oh, God. Yep. Still in Germany, even though I should have been home by now. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Here's the thing I'm doing. I'm also being stupid about this. Give me a second here, guys. Get rid of that. There we go. No, I don't have to fight. This thing. There we go. Where's the wife? Oh, God, yeah. Bad question. Yeah, man, it looks like one on The Godfather. Nice! Probably looks like a pizza shop named Acropolis, even the velvet painting of a dolphin and a whale getting in. Get on, yeah. All your doorways, arches. They're not. Ray. Come on. Shite. Just a little too large for the breadboard. Well, at least that connector will never come out. That's for damn sure. Let's see if I made contact. I may not have. I did. Good. Great. That's done. Next. Love to go to Japan for shopping, car parts, and model kits. Yeah, hobby shopping would be great there. That's the other thing I want to do. I want to check out the all the tools and supplies and everything. They're kind of like arches, square arches. How's the plan separation once these years? Oh God. Oh. Yeah, I guess, Tom, you haven't heard the story here. It's going to be misery on a stick for Peter for a while. There we go. Okay. Take that lead out, put this lead in. There we go. Now let's do this one. We're going to do the same thing on this side that we did on the other side, except I got to switch something back on some of these wires. That one out. That one out. Got those two out. Do one more. There we go. Okay. What did I miss? It's a couple hours burning. DJ came up on band station. They use a lot of Greek beats in the mix. It's like you and Ken were having a rave. Love it. Misery. Well, life can get you rotting lemons at times. Yeah, it can. It's funny. I was at a Dionysian orgy the other night, and the DJ kept playing American dance music. There we go. Nothing planned about it, Tom. Long story short, the new company Overlords discontinued program that allowed me to travel to and work from Japan to spend time with the wife. So at the moment, no clue. Yeah. I think you're that's an understatement, Tom. That, my friend, is an understatement. Come on. There we go. Tape on this thing stuck to my fingers. Okay, now let's try it. Yeah, not my best work, but I don't care. I don't go for sexy. I'm just trying to go for contact. Well, this one looks like it might be too thick as well. Yeah, the end is on. This thing's just a little too bulbous. Okay, let's try that. If you were to explain your situation to one of the overlords, would it be possible that they could continue to allow you to go to Japan? This is my last trip under that program. Don't know if or when I get to go again. If not, strictly vacation or unpaid absence. Maybe tug on the heartstrings a little. Yeah. Heartstrings? Corporate overlords? What? What are you talking about, Ken? Okay, that is now in place, and it feels like it's not going to fucking move. Some of those leads don't touch. A little bit of exposed wiring there, but that's fine. Okay, that is done. Let's turn off the soldering gun. Leave it there for a few moments. Let's put all that stuff away. If they had heartstrings, they wouldn't be called overlords. They are Germans genetically removed at birth. Wow. Is it Greek 3 times? Morning, Ken. Nice. All right. This is done. The only thing I do want to do. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's not fucking good. One of the resistors is gone. Let's get that fixed. Shit. Guys, I'm also getting a couple of LEDs to do a test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. All right. Let's do testing, shall we? One of the resistors disappeared. Not so good. Oops. That would not work so well. All right. Straddling 2. Just want to make sure I get 2 days worth of stuff to do. Okay, there we go. Man, the amount of plastic that I had to vacuum out of this thing after I got done with it. Whew, doggy. Okay, there it is on one side. Let's get this other side in. No, really. No, really. And there's a reason why you're being a dick? Someone doesn't want to sit in there. All right, fine. Fuck you. Got lost now anyway. I bought a new cutting board this week. Big exciting. Nice. What kind of cutting board? Is this for certain foods? Such a manny again. So that part was that I actually excited about it. I can understand that. I think we've all bought stuff like that we're like, ooh, that's cool. I committed domesticide. Let's try this again. Angry wife. You even got some fancy oil and wow, holy cow. Wow, you definitely went all in, huh? Yeah. Who can blame you? In for a penny, in for a pound. Come on. There it goes. All right, that is now in place. All right, now we're going to drop a bunch of LEDs in. Let's see if I remember how the fuck I did this the last time. Pathway. Positive. I may actually rework some of this when the time comes. For now, I'm just testing. All right, we're going negative. Resistor, that's correct. Positive. In, out to the resistor. Yep. Come on, you fucking whore. 1. Hey, what's going on, Brian? Good morning. Actually made hello, George and everyone. Good morning, Brian. It's always the wife who decides what wood you get. Always. Here's we have the shit cutlery. So finally upgrading. Yeah. What did you upgrade to? Like you're talking about you upgraded your entire cutlery? Sporks do not cut well. No, they don't. You try, and it doesn't really work well. You didn't cook the food enough. Good knives and cutting boards make cooking a lot easier. Yeah, Nigel, how often do you make cutting boards for people? Two. 3. This is just a test. No, I was saying, what did you get for cutlery? We have made about 8 so far in the last few weeks. Nice. Four. And 5. All right. So let's break out the power supply. This thing is switched off. One did not light. And that is okay, because I actually connected it to the wrong one. Here we go. There we go. So we now have got, you guys can see that, right? Breadboard is done. Sport will cut extremely well if your food is cooked to mush. I only bought 2 knives so far, a 6-inch chef knife and a paring knife. Man, those can set you back hundreds of dollars. I've just been cutting up some fruitwood biscuits cuts to make a new batch of boards. Oh, man, I got to tell you, woodworking is such a cool thing. All systems are go. LEDs are working. Motors are working. Loving it. Breadboard work is done. Now, obviously, we got all of the stuff kind of running into the board, meaning your power supply, your pot, all that stuff, the switches, all of that's done. All of these motors, wires here, that's all going to get replaced. When we actually get to putting leads in to actually get up to the motors. So now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to do a quick test. See if this will even work. Somehow I got to figure out how to center on this thing to get a motor in here. That, my friends, is not going to be fun. Hey, what's going on, Nick? Now he shows up. Must have been a hell of a crawfish day. 2 power supplies. That is correct. Yes, that is correct. It was a good day. Oh, I'm sure it was, man. So good, you're running late today. $598. $566. That's not good. $559. $565. That's within tolerance. $561. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 3. 5, 6, 2. Sorry, guys. I'm just going around. 5, 6, 7. All right. So we're around 5, 6, 3 on average. All right. Let's put away some of this stuff. Let's see. All systems are go. Power supplies. Yeah. It was a good day. Yeah. Nice night, Nigel. Everybody's saying hello. Wustaf, 150 for a set of 3, unless you're talking about Wustaf kitchen knives. It was a set of 16 with block for 1,300. Oh yeah, we got that for our wedding, and I think it was like a lot less than that back in the day. Granted, my wife and I have been married for almost 30 years. All right, this goes back up top here. This. And then going with Wustaf. Yeah, good choice. Dude, we went. There's a place called Sur La Table in Natick at the Natick Collection, and they've got like high-end custom knives. I'm like, my God. I mean, granted, look who they're selling it to. You know, rich and affluent people in Weston, Wellesley. You know, the W's, as we call them. It's like, yeah, no. When things make Wustaf look cheap. Look up some of your local blacksmiths if you want good knives. Will Stelter makes some nice stuff. I actually have a guy 1, 2, 3 houses down. He does make knives. Let's see, 5, 6, 3. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing figured out now. This is where shit gets entertaining. I'd like to get one of these things done. All right. Nick, by the way, all done. Oh, no, it's not so good. I'll leave this right here. All done. Five, 6 divided by oh shit. It's gonna require fucking math. Six, 3 divided by 2. 2815. Sushi knife I want is like $700. You better eat a lot of fucking sushi. You spend a fortune on ice. Oh yeah, absolutely. Stuff Santoku is about 180. It's good. In South Carolina, I really want a knife from, but his kitchen knife start at $600. Yeah, have at it. Oh no, that's what I paid in 02. Yeah, it's a Chifu stuff Santoku blade for 80. I think he said it's 180. $2815. Yeah, this is gonna be fucking fun. One, 2, almost 3. 1, 2, and almost 3. Two and almost 3. So I think I got it. Can't tell for sure, but sure looks like it. Let's see. That's a cheap one. One is basic. One is the classic. Why they Daryl can raise the price of a 900. Oh yeah, that I can understand. Basic is 80. Classic is 180. Got it. But you got to be passionate to spend that sort of money. Yeah, or extremely wealthy. Not just the handle, the heft of the blade. You can feel a difference. Oh, I'm sure. I spent $500 on a GSI PS711, and I thought that was a lot. It is $500 New Zealand. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I got a $600 pocket knife. Of course you do, Nick. But Nick, the question is, okay, so the reason I say this is because for a lot of people, you spend this kind of money and you don't do anything with it, right? Meaning that I've seen kitchens that people have bought, paid obscene amounts of money, and they don't use. So if you're not using the kitchen, I'm sure you're not using the hardware in the kitchen. Let's see where that goes. $1 mil. Exactly. Look, if you're going to spend, like Nigel just said, or Nick just said, if you spend that kind of money on something, it's because you're passionate about it. You hope, right? That's when people do that with things that they're not passionate about. I just want to spend a lot of money on something. Okay. And like I said, unfortunately, working for clients like that kind of sucks. I'm certainly not getting any Wolf appliances. Nope. There's a 771 all the time. Yeah, there you go, Nigel. Exactly. So if you do that, it's like buying these things. You know, these things ain't cheap, but these things get used all the time. That's a different thing, right? I was thinking of a new airbrush, any price point, and GSI airbrushes are friggin' awesome. Yeah. I'm kind of I'm a bit of I like my Iwatas, but I do have an inexpensive GSI, and it's good for 0.2. I don't do a lot of 0.2 work, but right now I am using a 5-inch Santoku from Dollar Store. Are you really? And a wobbly plastic cutting board. For real? Oh gosh, yeah, Ken. Good for you. Good upgrade then. All right. So far, so good, my friends. Let's see if I can get this thing to spin and not fly off as well. That'll be fun because I'm not gluing it in place, obviously. Fingers crossed. Dollar store in the kitchen, God hands at the bench. It's because this is what I use this every day. To Nigel's point, if you use it on a regular basis, looks like prices went down. It's now only a $500 knife now. Great. Didn't you get ripped off? All right. Oops. Hello. Don't look too straight. See how it spins. Off. It is possible it will take off. Looks like I didn't drill very straight, so this is it may be wobbly. Worked great until I pulled the wires out of the breadboard. It is not straight in there, so I have to do a little fixing in there. Yeah, it's not straight. That's the hard part, is getting everything aligned. I love my organic garlic. Have a hard time cutting for fingers. Yep. All right, let's do this again. I got what? I got a drop dead at 8:15. I got to get going. Get ready for church. We're going to go up to visit a friend up in New Hampshire. Actually, really excited about visiting my friend. He's a great guy. Lovely, lovely individual. 80 years old. Unfortunately, lives alone. Family doesn't get to see him very often, which is just blows. Going a little deeper. All right. Let's get this wired back in. Oh, yeah, dummy. Oops. Scheisse. Oh, yeah, these have to be... No. Hold it a second. Wired in, out. Fuck. I'm doing this in... These are all in the same, so it has to be here. These are in parallel. There's one. Theoretically, this is correct. Let's test it. All right. There we go. All right, that makes me happy. happened? Drop the phone. She got the motor wired right. It's still kind of cocked over a little bit, but you know, gotta be careful so it doesn't fly off. I'll see if I can balance it out a little bit later on. But there we go. That one's good. Huh. This one's backwards. This one won't fly away, that's for sure. Oh, hey, oh, hey. That's wild. The pot's smoking. That's not good. Turn that off. That was wild. My potentiometer just, I think, started going up in flames. Later, Joe. Have a good one, brother. There, Joe. Sounds like Joe's been listening to me. Keep your dick in a vice. Nice. Put your safety glasses on next time you test that. Probably. Don't want you to lose an eye. You can lose an eye that way. Trying to confuse me. I will probably get pre-made LED driver boards for my furniture. Yeah. Might not be, but may not be a bad idea. George's over golf clap. Almost until the thing went up in flame. A fire extinguisher by your side. Yeah. Ooh, that was interesting. Yeah, it's starting to smoke. Well, I'm glad I did the test on this. You guys can see the smoke coming up, right? Whew. I guess I'm letting the genie out of the bottle. The question then becomes, do I actually have the ability to put it's a bunch of pre-made LED drivers, free smoke effect? Yeah, not what I want, especially once this thing gets all closed up. Fire. It's a bunch of pre-made LED drivers if you want to get into Arduino controllers. There are a bunch of resources that make that programming easy. Yeah, I know that I was looking at something like that. I didn't want to mess with that. The other thing I can try to do is, instead of doing it this way, is also see if maybe putting them in series. How much time I got? Yeah, we got some time. Turn it off. Let's see if in series things work a little bit better. A little less smoke. Okay. One. Let's disconnect that one to here. To here. And then finally to here. Let's see what happens. I mean, I got plenty of pots, so if I have to change it out, it'll be fine. It's spinning a lot slower. And wobbling like crazy. You can see the wobble a lot more. Huh. May have just cooked this thing. It's possible. The other thing to do is maybe just bypass the entire thing and just go right to just drive it. Doesn't sound normal. Looking at that stuff, especially for the fiber optics. Yep. Rand Peltzer, inventor of. Is it a grounding issue? It's possible. We'll see. But hey, either way, the point is right now, this is all testing. As long as the motors are okay, I'm going to be fine. In fact, I can just bypass this entire controller. Let's test the motors. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go and do this in parallel, not in series, because then things are a little bit easier. This is off. Come on. Thank you. Something smells a little smoky. Okay, check the wire paths. Coming in, positive, jumping up. You know, it may actually be smart if I did it this way. So I always check your work a couple times. All right, 1 motor, 2 motors, jumping over to ground. Yes, that should be fine. See what happens. This thing should probably take off. Or not. Well, fuck a duck. Huh. That's disconnected. All right. So what happens when we run them in series. May just do that. All right, let's see what we got. To release smoke. Damn autocrat. Does anyone need a Snap-on winter coat? Apparently, I spent way too much on tools over the years. Yeah, I'll pass on that. Nice, though. Snap-on is at least something you'll keep forever. Get your money back. I think he invented the bathroom buddy. He was the father on Gremlins. Oh, really? Rand Peltzer. Oh, yeah, that guy. At the time machine in the booth behind the phone, you told me the jacket was from Snap-on delivery guy. You butchered. Snap-on Co. What'd you buy? Oh, I've been giving them a lot of hats, neck deep with their tools. Yeah, their tools are good stuff. I don't own any because I can't afford it, but it's spinning so fast it looks slow. Yeah, it's actually spinning correctly, so this is good, except for it being off center, which means I'm going to have to go in there and bore some of that out. Let's try that real quickly. Time check. I've got 1 minute and I got to roll. Actually got right here. It's centered. See how the other one's spinning. Huh. It's centered. May not need a, what they call it. May not need a pot on it. Let's see. I was a mechanic for a couple of decades. I bought way too much. Yeah, but Ray, you got tools for life, man. And you still do mechanical work. So, yeah, I don't think so. I think I have 6 jackets at this point. I really only need 1. Sell them. Get some money back. Buy some cool stuff. All right, with that, guys, I am done. So right now, it looks like that pot will likely not get used. The motors are spinning at just the right speed. I'm going to have to do a long test on them. Yeah, something got cooked inside. Oh. All right, let's disconnect. Toss that all over there. But we are all set. And I'm happy with the results so far. So that's good. Maybe grow another torso. That'd be kind of interesting. If you're a size XL, send one my way. Guys, stay safe and stay sane. Thanks for being on this morning. I do appreciate it. Well, this is done. It's just not done the way I expected with that pot, but it is what it is. I've got more. I could experiment if I wanted to. I'm not going to. To me, it's just it's a lot easier just to not deal with it, especially if the motors are spinning just correctly. The only thing I'm going to make sure that I do is I am going to test to see that that I get longevity on those things. I don't want to burn those motors out once they're installed. Once they're in the nacelle, they ain't coming back out. Later, fellas. Later, Nick. Later, guys. Have a great Sunday. Ken, you too. Cool bananas, bro. Nice stream. Thank you, Nigel. I do appreciate. Good having you on, by the way. Sounds like a crunchy gear. Sounds like a crunchy gear, George. Later. Oh, yeah, it could be crunchy. Could be interesting. We'll see what happens. Guys, go out there and do good. Brighten the world as much as you possibly can. Every day, the hatred around here is just getting to be intolerable. It really is. We shouldn't allow for something like that. We should be doing exactly like what we do here. Enjoying time with people, no matter their differences. We just treat each other with kindness and respect. Do the same out in the real world. That's what it's all about, not hatred and vilification. That's garbage. Anyway, do good, guys. Enjoy the day, and I will catch you on the flip. Peace.